Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Toner, the health insurance broker for Axis Jersey City. Those are the Team Chevy, and here to talk about open enrollment for the 2025 season. We are renewing all the existing plans as they are. I'm doing a screen share. You'll be getting this from Melissa. It's a 26-page document. You'll be getting two items. One is this 26-page document just to look at, which I'm going to review, and everyone's going to get a customized selection sheet. I'll pull that up right now. It'll be customized. It'll have the three different plans we're offering. And it will have your rates at the bottom, the costs and deductions to participate. You'll sign and date and check off if you want to be single, family, or waive. And you'll do that for the medical, dental, and vision. So there's 3 sheets to complete. If you need anything from me, my contact information is located in the kit, and I'll make sure that we answer any questions you have. So a couple things. One, if you're new to the plan, you have to be a W-2 employee working 25 hours or more, and you have to satisfy a 90-day waiting period. Once you've passed that, you can enroll. If you waived, you can re-enroll every January. So open enrollment right now for 2025 is key for those that want to participate. 3 different plans. The Omnia Silver Current, that's the plan that's offered today. We're going to offer a new plan called the Silver Value for this year, and also the Silver with Blue Card, 1 dental and 1 vision. In the kit, I'll give you a little brief summary here. The Silver plan, one thing to know about Omnia is there's 2 levels of coverage, Tier 1 versus Tier 2. Horizon Blue Cross determines if a provider is a Tier 1 versus a Tier 2. You have 2 different benefits for every service. So, for example, if you go to your primary care, if you're seeing a Tier 1 doctor, and you'll find those on the Blue Cross website, this flyer has this document has instructions on how to do that. You'll pay a $25 copay. DW means the deductible is waived. That's a good thing. You only owe the copay. You walk out, they pay the balance at 100%. If you're seeing a Tier 2 doctor, you owe 50% AD after the $2,500 deductible. So there's a big difference. Every benefit has Tier 1 versus Tier 2. That's how Omnia works. The Tier 1 network is huge, lots of doctors and hospitals, and that's why the program is successful. Okay? So you'll pay a copay. So I'm just going to highlight Tier 1. You'll pay a copay of $25. You don't need referrals on any of the plans to see specialists. You just go in, you'll pay a higher copay. When you go to urgent care centers, you owe a $75 copay as opposed to the ER, which is part of the deductible. You'll pay nothing for freestanding lab, like LabCorp and X-rays when you go to a Tier 1. At the pharmacy, you'll have a $25 copay at maximum for a generic. And then you have a $250 deductible and 50/50 coverage for name brand. At the top, that Tier 1 deductible is basically isolated now to things like hospital, surgery, imaging, like an MRI, or emergency room. Those are the services that are part of your $1,500 calendar year deductible. Once you meet that deductible, you're done for the year, and then everything's a copay. For example, if you go to an ambulatory surgery center, you only owe a $200 copay once you met that deductible. $250 for a hospital surgery, $500 if you spend a night in the hospital. After the 5th night, you don't owe any more copay. All those add up. Worst case scenario is $9,200. That's what the maximum out of pocket means. It means from January through December, whenever you're paying a copay or a deductible, you can't spend more than that. And that's doubled for a family, those that have spouses and kids. That's your worst case scenario. Many of you don't meet that because the coverage is so rich. That's the Omnia Silver. Now, one thing you'll notice about the Silver Value is it's a lower price point. Horizon is going to lower the cost because you'll pay higher copays to go to the doctor. You'll pay very similar, nothing for freestanding lab and X-ray, but by the way, and you have the same copay for urgent care centers, but your drugs are now part of a higher deductible, $2,500. That's a big difference from the Silver. And even those hospitals, surgeries, MRIs, emergency room now, you owe 50% after the deductible. So you're more than likely to hit that 9,200 faster. That's why the program is less premium. So this is a good plan for those that really just say, look, I go to the doctor and I have urgent care. That's really all I need. I don't take a lot of medications. I don't mind it going to the deductible because I can get generic drugs and just pay full cost. So that's why option 2 is considered pretty good. For those of you that want to go out of state, the first two plans are New Jersey only. There's a little bit of tier 1 providers in Pennsylvania, but for the most part, it's a Jersey only. You have emergency care out of the network. And you'll see that here. For those that want to go out of state and see a different Blue Cross provider, like in New York, it's called Empire Blue Cross, you need a blue card. So option 3 gives you the blue card, which basically means you're going to get tier 2 coverage. And you'll notice there's a doctor copay of 40 and 60 if you're going to, let's say, a New York Blue Cross Blue Shield provider. You don't have that on the other two plans. So the blue card lets you go out of state without an emergency. Warning, the tier 1 benefits are a lot different than, let's say, the Omnia benefits. So you will owe more to go to tier 1, but you can go out of state. So that's an example of the 3 medical plans. And I gave you a sort of a detailed summary here for each of the plans. How to look up doctors. Dental, we're going to keep the existing dental plan. It's a PPO. You have in and out of network. The name of the network is called the PPO on Horizon's website. You'll certainly see how to do that, how to look up there's a flyer on here that talks about how to look up. Just make sure you select PPO. They pay 100% for preventative and checkups and exams, 80% for fillings, 50% for crowns. Every time they pay out, it goes into a bucket. You get $1,500 of coverage. So if you went to the dentist and they spent like $150 for your checkups, exams, and cleanings, you'll have $1,350 left to use for other services. So you get $1,500. Every January 1, it resets. Everybody enrolled gets $1,500. So if you're a family of 2, you get $3,000, $1,500 for one person, $1,500 for another. Okay, so this is a little example of what's covered and how to look up your dentist. Vision, we're going to keep the Panorama IVB. One thing to note about Horizon is they do not have a network. So when you go on Horizon Blue and you click on Find a Doctor and you click Vision, it's going to send you to the Davis Vision website. That's the national network that they rent. Vision, you pay a copay to have your eyes checked. You'll pay a copay for lenses or frames. And for hardware lenses, and for frames, you'll get hardware you get $130 cash plus 20% off. So Vision is really a combination of a copay, cash, and a percentage off. So it's probably equivalent to about $300 or $400 worth of stuff you get for every person covered. That's probably the best way I can describe it. This is our contact information on page 15, as well as how to contact Blue Cross Blue Shield. And that's it. So I wish you guys a great Thanksgiving and holiday season. We're going to call Monday, December 2nd, the deadline for everyone to get their selection sheets to Melissa, so we can wrap this up. Anybody new or making changes has to fill out a form. So we're going to take the selection sheets from you, give you an employee application from Horizon, and ask you to sign that. We can't turn anything in without your signature. So those of you that are new or making changes, you may need a form. If you're keeping the same plan, just do the selection sheet and nothing else is required. Have a great day.